Hi guys, happy Wednesday. Thank you for joining me. I had the idea to do a home tour because I'm basically finished with the whole upstairs with the exception of a bathroom and a back room. And so anyway, I was going to do a home tour up there just to share what we've done so far after the Christmas rush, with everyday decor. So I found myself on Pinterest this morning while I was sipping my coffee, and I was trying to find some inspiration because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do today. Anyway, there is a spring vibe I was looking for, and I did a little bit of research and I was like, yes, that's what I want to do. I have to be honest with you guys. I started putting some bunnies out the other day and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't with the bunnies. Like I can't have them hopping all over my house like I used to. And here's the other thing. I finally, as I stated, finished the upstairs and I absolutely love it. I love it. And the thought of taking it all down and bringing out like the spring colors and the bunnies, I would just be so sad because I'm really enjoying it. As content creators, usually doing the big swap out for the seasons, which is what I normally do. So now that I have finished the upstairs and the greens, the blacks, the whites, the beiges, the browns, I'm just like, I don't want to take it down. I love it. I love it. So then I thought, let's go down to the storage room. Let's see if we can find some items to just subtly place with the things you already have out. And that is sort of the route I want to go. I was talking with my husband about this and he's like, well, if you don't want all the bunnies and the bright colors, why not just decorate and then take it down when you're done? And I said, that's an option. That's an option. And here's the thing. I don't know if I'm changing as a decorator. You guys know me. I am a maximalist. I will always be so at heart. And usually I do like to go for the cutesy wootsy little fun items for the different seasons. But I think I'm at a different point in my life now where I'm wanting a more refined, finished look without having too much clutter there, too much there, too much there, too much there, too much there. You get the gist. I mean, I came up with a wild idea yesterday. I was sitting in my chair and I was like really trying to find some ideas that I think you guys would like. I still may implement it, but it's a little out there and I don't know. I just have to start playing. So anyway, I'm rambling and I'm sorry about that, you guys. It's just that I love what I did with the everyday decor. And it's like ripping my heart out right now to take it all down because I've just been loving it. And my husband has been making comments. My kids, when they come over, they're like, Mom, you did such a good job. It's so cozy. We love it. And the lighting, they love the lighting. So anyway, there's that. So I typed in Google Moody Spring. Is there such a thing? And apparently there is, because I've been seeing a lot of channels saying, oh, do I take down my black curtains or do I leave them up? A lot of them are saying they're going to leave theirs up through spring. They say they may change them out, but as of right now, they really don't want to let go of them. And now that I have black curtains in my space, and I've got black pillows mixed with my, green and white pillows, it just works. It works. And so I thought, well, what does a Moody spring look like? And what I was seeing online, like here's an example for a kitchen, a huge black round serving board with a handle. And then you place a bunny, and then you place like a vase with some florals, and then a candle that's perhaps sitting on a beautiful black candle, like a candle holder, and then you put your pretty candle on top of it, or a glass piece with a darker candle. And oh my gosh, did I ever love it. So this is what I'm going to do today. I've got my bearings now. We're going to do this. I'm going to go stage a table in the back room. Then I'm going to find something as a backdrop. and we're gonna create some spring vignettes. I'm going to try to attempt a Moody spring Easter vignette. I'm also going to show you how to lighten it up with different pieces. And let's all decide, what do we like better? Is the Moody spring something that we all might want to jump into? Why? Because it's grounding, it's warmth, added with pops of color, added with lighter pieces, but the dark initial pieces are more grounding, used more as a backdrop, and does it make the pieces pop? That's what I want to find out today. I want to find out, do I want to go that route, or do I want to go the lighter, brighter route, which is what most people do. So let me go pull out a table, let's get a backdrop going, and let's style some pretty vignettes. I'm gonna go into my decor closet. This is where I have a lot of my mirrors and things like that. It's jam-packed full. Give me a sec. So I got a couple pieces. It's not exactly what I was looking for. Let's just try this. I'm gonna use this as my focal point in the middle, and then I'm gonna style shutters beside it. People can tell me all day long shutters are out. Nope, no they're not. They're not. Because everywhere I shop, shutters, decorative shutters. So anyway, we're just doing this purely for fun. Let's go. Gathered a few items. And shutters. We're gonna start with a Moody look. So I'm gonna start with the black shutters. And I want to style this cabinet right here for spring. So we're going to play and see what I come up with. I'm going for a Moody spring fill, but we may change it out and brighten and lighten it up. Or I might show two different versions. So to start, I have this Hobby Lobby black tray. And I really should have done this vignette upstairs on my island with the white contrast of the quartz countertops, but we'll make it work. Anyway, I think they still sell this at Hobby Lobby, and one time I found it on Amazon, so I will try my best to find it. But anyway, super cute. And I was also going to tell you, when you have a tray, don't be afraid to get yourself some simple hangers from any craft store, you know, or Target, Walmart, that sort of thing. And you just screw them in. And then you can actually hang this on the wall, and then get yourself a seasonal wreath, and boom, you have a really cute look on any wall. Anyway, I'm gonna set this down. It sort of blends, and I couldn't get it to fit with that on there. So I just took the wall embellishment and actually sat it there. Again, we're just playing. If I like this look, I'll just simply hang this on the wall. But no sense putting a hole in the wall if it's unnecessary at this point. So now it's all about layering. So I'm taking my wildflower wreath I found on Amazon. Unfortunately, these are not available, but I'll try to find something similar. I also got this on Amazon. It's by Mud Pie. And I'm gonna do this. Okay, so now I have this wreath. Got this on Amazon years ago. I don't think it's available, but I'll try to link something similar. But I love how it has the bright colors and the ivy. And now I'm gonna see if I can hang this on the architectural piece. So Now I have this really cute rabbit that I got at Home Goods years and years and years ago. I have this really cute ribbon on it, but guess what I did? I took a sprig from the wreath. I just pulled it out and I noticed he had his little hands folded. And so I thought, well, what if I take this little sprig and put it through his hands? How cute! Isn't that sweet? So now I'm gonna sit him on the mud pie riser. I think that looks so cute. And I also have some black silk ribbon. So I was thinking if I really wanted to make it like a little bit more moodier, I could take the black ribbon with perhaps maybe some sage green, a color of choice, and sort of like brighten it up. But this is again being used more as a background, a contrast, a warming color. Leave that ribbon, but this is an option. I have this really cute green and white striped tea towel. I love green, I love sage, it's my fave. Now I'm going to toss it onto the tray. And now I just want to show how you can take like darker pieces like black and lighten them up, but still give that sort of moody, cozy, warm feel. So I got these on Amazon eons ago, and I thought this would give a nice glow on the table. So look how cute that is. I love it. So now I have a dark wood riser from Amazon, and I have this little topiary. So I thought I would add that beside the button. And then I'm just gonna add a black candle holder with an LED candle, just to add in a little bit more warmth. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is switch out the black shutters for some white ones so you can see how this looks with a lighter, brighter look. And let's decide, does it look better with the black or does it look better with the white? These are vinyl shutters that you can buy on Amazon. They're paintable, and I want to show you, they're great to have to use as a backdrop. I'm so tired of seeing women going, shutters are out, they're out. You know, they've said that on my channel, they say that on other people's channels, and it's just simply not true. It's just not. These can work as a great backdrop. So as you can see, I've got them in black, straight up black, straight from Amazon. I have them in white, straight from Amazon. And then these were actually black shutters that I did a whitewash with. I just took paint, diluted it a little bit with water, brushed it on with a paintbrush, and then I simply took a paper towel and blotted to give it a rustic weathered look. So anyway, you can paint these shutters any color you want. If you want them sage, you can paint them sage green. If you want them sort of a buttery cream color, you can paint them that way. Just get the cheapo paint at Walmart, the kind that come in the little tiny bottles, and then you get yourself like a paper plate, squeeze some of the paint on, get a little tiny bowl or even a coffee mug, fill it with water. blot it in the water, go right into the paint. You can do it that way as well. They're lightweight, they're fairly inexpensive, and you can switch them out as much as you like through the seasons. This is like my version of a Moody spring. Now we're gonna go lighten it up with the white ones. So just as a comparison, if we just look here, do you see how the colors really contrast and pop against the black? Yet it still looks like spring. But then when you come over here, it's light, it's bright, it's airy. So I guess it really is, personal preference. But I really feel like having lighting on either side lights up the shutters and really gives it a cozy, homey look. Okay, I'm going to add the other white shutter just so you see the whole look. And I like those shutters sort of angled. I think it gives it a cute look. Okay, I accidentally grabbed the shorter one. You guys, I have loads of these shutters because they're so cost effective. And if you have a big home and you need to fill wall space, this is like literally the best way to do it and on a budget, you know what I mean? So anyway, I'm just gonna shoot it from here so you get the look, but there's the white look. And now we're gonna look at the rustic weathered look. That gives it an entirely different look. So these shutters actually go really well with the cabinet because the cabinet is like a gray blue, I think. And the shutters kind of come off a little bit like weathered gray, sort of. So this definitely, I would say, looks like a coastal farmhouse sort of look, but I like it, I really do. So it's funny, here I was talking about creating different vignettes and playing that way, and I end up playing with wall decor. Go figure. So now I want to go see if I can find some thin mirrors so I can show you what that would look like. Okay, now I have some mirrors. They're farmhouse in style. They're galvanized steel around the edges with like wood trim. Okay, so that really does give it a different look. So, like just envision something like this with your style and maybe your style of mirrors. You know what I mean? Or you could do a whole set of 3 mirrors. I could even hang that up a little bit so it's all even, or I could hang it a little tiny higher to give it an interesting look. There you have it, friends. Different ways to style a vignette, making one look moody, making one look more light and bright, and making one look a little more elegant depending on the mirrors you use. So anyway, I hope I was able to give you some ideas. I'm sorry this video took a huge detour. Honestly, I didn't know what I wanted to do today. Just playing a little bit has actually helped me get more into the spring and Easter spirit. So I will see you guys back here Friday. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a home tour, if I'm going to be in DC and we do some decorating there and then we do a tour there. One or the other, I'm assuming. So I will see you guys then. Love you all so much. And if you wouldn't mind giving me a big thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. I would love to see you in the comments. And if you don't want to leave a comment, just a simple little emoji really helps my channel and I really appreciate it. Friends, happy decorating and I will see you here Friday. Mwah! Bye guys.